Greetings, YouTube. This is T. Baker and my very first vlog, and it's about intermittent fasting and the ketogenic diet. I have lost around 35 pounds, according to my doctor, simply eating intermittent fasting, but in my case, eating one meal a day and cutting all carbohydrates. And I have have had a very difficult time losing weight in the past, no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I worked out, lifted weights and that kind of thing. So I'm here to recommend this diet, this lifestyle to everyone, uh, literally to everyone. I think it's the greatest thing that I've ever discovered. Um, it's a wonderful tool, an asset. You can do it a number of different ways. You can fast for the most common way is the 12 and 12, I think, which is fasting for 12 hours and then having what they call a 12-hour eating window, um, where you can eat pretty much whatever you want. Also, there's the 16-8, which is fasting for 16 hours and then having an 8-hour eating window. So if you uh, started fasting, if you ate at 6 in the evening, you would 6 in the morning, or would be 12 hours, and then 10 in the morning would begin your 16 hours, and then from 10 in the morning to 6 again. Yeah, from 10 in the morning to 6 again, you could eat. And then, of course, to get even more extreme, um, what I do is the one meal a day. Well, there's two different versions. There's the one meal a day, and then there's the warrior diet. And the one meal a day, or the warrior diet, is fasting for 20 hours, then having a 4-hour eating window. And then, but you could conceivably eat a couple times, I would suppose, in those 4 hours. And then the one meal a day is exactly what it means, trying to get all your calories into 1 hour of eating one meal, one sit-down meal, which is what I do personally, or what I have been doing, which has given me almost a 35, roughly 35, getting up to 40-pound weight loss. Um, it works. It will put you in a mild state of ketosis, what's called ketosis, which is when the insulin in your body stops burning the carbohydrates because the carbohydrates become so depleted, and it starts burning fat, your body fat, instead. And this can also be achieved through what is called a ketogenic Paleolithic type Atkins diet, ketogenic diet, which is a high fat, no carbs, or low carbs or no carbs, high fat diet, moderate protein, very low carbs, 20 grams of carbs maybe. And so you don't eat bread, you don't eat potatoes, you don't eat pasta, rice, beans, peas, legumes, fruit, which has fructose, which is high in carbohydrates. You eat meat and green cruciferous vegetables, some nuts and seeds, but you have to watch there because a lot of the nuts like cashews and almonds are high in carbohydrates too. Um, Basically, and some people go even farther. They only eat meat, the carnivore diet, and that's cutting all carbohydrates. So you should try to cut them as much as possible, because once you're fat because you eat too many carbs. It's very simple. I've seen Totally ripped bodybuilders say exactly that. You're fat because you eat too many carbs. So this works. Cutting carbs works. Fasting for 16 hours, 20 hours, or eating just one meal a day, it works. If you are looking to drop a significant amount of weight, or if you need to do it for whatever reason, this works, and your body will adjust to going without food. It is even better because if you've got diabetes, type 2 diabetes, your blood sugars will be perfect. You won't need medication or any of that stuff. And I mean, I'm not obviously not a medical professional, but I'm just telling you from my own experience that your body will begin to heal itself. After fasting long enough, you go into a mild state of autophagy where your cells actually start eating the bad cells, eating the sick cells, eating itself. So this is a miracle. The ability to fast is your stomach will shrink if you eat one meal a day. You'll be surprised that at how few calories how many calories, excuse me, you'll be able to cut hundreds of calories just by eating that one meal. Just by closing out that window to 1 hour to one meal, you can't possibly stuff enough calories to not lose weight. You're going to lose weight and your stomach will shrink and eventually if you and when you are in the fast when you are fasting for the 16 hours or the 20 hours or the 22 hours between meals, do not take in any calories. You can drink water or club soda, unsweetened tea, or black coffee, no cream, because fasting means we aren't taking any calories. And fasting means we're not spiking our insulin, spiking our blood sugar. So no sweetened pops or anything like that. But I'm here to attest I'm living proof, 34, 35 pounds lighter. And eventually I will post before and after pics once it's enough. Once I designate or deem that it's been enough of a weight loss, I'm going to post some pics. But right now, I'm jumping on here. I have an article at Vocal that I'd like everybody that watches this video to go there and read. Written a ton of articles for Vocal lately, and I'm pretty happy about that one. But I think it needs a bigger readership. So read it, spread it around if you like. Do us a favor. You're helping us out quite a bit. And if you want, you can also donate money to this channel because the focus of this channel is going to start changing. This is going to be a vlog, more of a vlog channel from now on, unless with the audiobooks, because for the most part, that's not getting a heck of a lot of people to watch this channel, the audiobooks. I love doing them. I certainly feel that I read quite well because that's all I ever do is read. But this is it's gonna have to change. I've got to make this channel. I've got to get the subscribers up to where I can get monetization back, and I've got to start making this channel profitable in some way or in some regard. So I have to get over my shyness of just sitting here talking to people, and the fact that I, don't particularly like looking at my own face, and I'm always worried about, being a little too over the top with some of my opinions, because some of my opinions are pretty hot. But I think this is pretty comfortable actually. So I think I'm just going to sign off. And remember, in the comments section, or not the comments section, but in the description of this video is a link to my article on intermittent fasting on Vocal, and also all the other articles I've written for little articles lately I've written for Vocal, and also my PayPal. If you want to help this channel grow, help support it, certainly help me in my work publishing and uh, publishing all kinds of different things, stuff that's obscure and stuff that's a little hot and controversial, some of it. So, if you want to help us out with our art, our music, our writing, our publishing, our channel, the PayPal link is in the description of the video as well as the link to Vocal. I'm here to say that if you want to lose weight, if you're 300 pounds, if you're a big fat guy and it's going to kill you, you can turn to fasting, and it's not crazy, and it's not something that only gurus in India do, or it's great stuff. And if you cut carbs along with it, you'll drop the weight even faster. It'll just start melting off you. And if you work out or if you exercise in a fasted state, that's going to be even better. You start just burning the fat, and you go into ketosis, and it's like a euphoric high. It's like an energy, a very different kind of energy. It's not a burst of energy. It's like a weird, steady endurance type of energy. You feel like you could just keep going and going and going. But okay, anyway, that's enough for now. This is T Baker from Extreme Volume Pop channel, my music moniker. You can just call me Tom. Signing off for now. Thank you very much. Check the links in the video description. Thank you. Goodbye.